Inshallah, good morning, Utibe.
Good morning.
Good morning, Nigerians, and welcome to Kakaaki Social. In this segment of the show, we spotlight the issues that shape conversations in the Nigerian social media. I am Ohimaya Maize, your anchor on this segment. So let's take a look at what's going on this morning. They say big men don't fight. Yes, big men don't fight. Yesterday, former President Olusegun Obasanjo was at the Aso Rock Villa and he met face-to-face with President Muhammadu Buhari. And if you were expecting them to exchange blows, no, that didn't happen. Instead, exchanged a very warm handshake. Nigerians are talking about that issue on the social media. Yesterday, former President Olusegun Obasanjo meets face-to-face with President Muhammadu Buhari at the National Council of States meeting. Let's take a look at how Nigerians were reacting to this development. But first, we'll take a look at a tweet from the Nigerian president. He tweeted about that development yesterday. President Buhari chaired the National Council of State meeting at the State House today. Former presidents, heads of state, Olusegun Obasanjo, Ernest Shonekan, Abdulsalam Abubakar, and Jonathan were in attendance. Let's take a look at some of the images attached to that tweet. Yesterday at the Aso Rock Villa, you can see the president there, of course the Senate president standing there, and then former President Olusegun Obasanjo, Abdulsalam Abubakar, Goodluck Jonathan, and former Chief Justice of Nigeria. Let's go on and take a look at more photos from that event yesterday. Particularly this one is very interesting. It's got a lot of people talking on Twitter. You can see the Senate President behind there looking at both men, shaking hands. Really wondering what was really on the Senate President's mind. Well, who would know? And these are more pictures yesterday from that event. Let's go on and take a look at how Nigerians are reacting to this development. I am Hussein tweeting said, for God's sake, what are these people still doing here? They've already ruled this country for years. Why still here? And then let's take a look at more reactions from Nigerians yesterday to that development. At the Aso Rock Villa, Temidayo Daniel tweeting said, all they know how to do is smile and shake hands. You will never see their pictures in brainstorming sections, planning and strategizing on ways to make Nigeria and its people better. Any Nigerian use that vote for Buhari or Atiku is also part of the problem of Nigeria. Temidayo Daniel tweeting yesterday. Let's go on and take a look at more reactions from Uyoko Emmanuel. National Council of State meeting is one venue for clowns. So they'll allow us kill ourselves only for us to see this. These men should be throwing blows at each other. Okay. Apparently referring to the events of the past few days where the former President Olusegun Obasanjo issued a 16-page statement making a lot of claims about this current administration, and of course that was a topical issue. It's still trending right now. I am De Lorenzo tweeting said Obasanjo has shown once again that he is an elder statesman that has the interests of the country at heart. This he did by attending the National Council of State meeting. I know a lot of people expected them to throw blows, but big men don't fight. They leave the fights for you. Okay, Nigerians, you have heard, big men don't fight. They leave the fight for you. Mustafa Meina tweeting said, after blasting Buhari in open letter, Obasanjo shakes hand with him in National Council of State meeting. And then lesson, big men don't fight over politics. And then we'll take a look at one more tweet from Akai Bube, the statesman. Akai Bube is very, very renowned for using football to make his analysis about political events. He tweeted, he said, Obasanjo is like Alex Ferguson. He will shake hands with Wenger and still go ahead to serve him a humiliating 8-2 defeat. That's how he captured it. And then from Mustafa Meina again, next level is loading. Buhari chose OBJ to say the opening prayers at today's National Council of State meeting. Me, our president, now troublemaker. Let's take a look at that photograph. President Buhari actually asked former President Olusegun Obasanjo to say the opening prayers at the National Council of State meeting yesterday. Isn't that really interesting? Okay, well, let's go on and take a look at more issues from that meeting. Yesterday, the National Council of State also approved 27,000 naira as the new national minimum wage. However, federal workers will earn an additional 3,000 naira. But Nigerians are reacting to these as well. Let's take a look at some of the reactions that came yesterday from Free Niger Man. National Council of State is just an advisory body. How can they peg minimum wage at 27K when they are currently earning undeserved fat allowances? Free Niger Man tweeting, and then we'll take a look at this tweet from Senator Sheikh Husani. He said, National Council of State, what will you gain by cutting 3K from 30K in a nation where even government agencies are declaring record-breaking billions and trillions in revenues, and also states making claims of higher IGR? Senator Sheikh Husani weighing in on that conversation yesterday. Drehua tweeting said, NLC should for God's sake accept the NCS decision. There's still another day to demand for more. Adam Soshomole's NLC executive of those days, at this stage, would have accepted this outcome and hang their gloves for another day. God bless our country. From Drehua, we saw that tweet. And then, of course, while that was going on, the NLC officially came out in a statement saying it is rejecting the 27,000 naira minimum wage, and it's about to hold an emergency meeting on that development. Let's go on and take a look at other issues that were trending yesterday in the Nigerian social media. Let's take a look at the next slide. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo again is back in the news. This time around, he gave an exclusive interview to the BBC. In this particular video you're about to watch, he gave his reasons why he's supporting Atiku Abubakar. He says Atiku is not a saint. He has never really claimed to be a saint, but when you place him side by side with the current president, Atiku is far better. Let's take a look at what he said. Reno Mokri shared this video with us on Twitter. He said, watch and share this video from President Obasanjo on why Atiku is twice the man that President Buhari is. Remember that on March 4, 2015, Buhari said Obasanjo is a man who tells the truth to power when he is convinced leaders have gone wrong. Watch, comment, and retweet. Let's take a look at this short video, and the comments are followed.
Well, a Nigerian must understand it. I expect it and explain it. There are two things first that I want to say. Atiku is not a messiah. He's not a saint. And fortunately, he has not claimed to be. He has not claimed a fake sanctimoniousness. All right? He came here, he acknowledged and showed remorse. He acknowledged his past misdeed and showed remorse. And all the things that I said about him still remain. I said them. And nobody has come to controvert them. But I am a believer and a Christian as such. And the teaching of God in my own religion is forgive so that you can be forgiven. In fact, it goes further that if you do not forgive, you have no right to ask to expect God's forgiveness. And I'm a sinner. So I want God to forgive me my sins. So if anybody who has offended me comes to ask with a contrite heart, with remorse for forgiveness, I must forgive him. That's number one. Number two, the choice that we have for immediate in Nigerian situation today, and immediate is 2019, is between the candidate of.
That's so much that the BBC has released on their Twitter handle for now. But we're going to take a look at reactions. That post tweeting said, Buhari is not in charge. Obasanjo understands war. He doesn't want another civil war in Nigeria. This administration doesn't care, and that's why Obasanjo is unhappy. Let's take a look at more reactions to that video you just watched, which was shared yesterday by Reno Mokri. Esteron's tweeting said, this was exactly how Tinubu, Bakare, Shoyinka, Mbaka, and many others convinced Nigerians to vote for Buhari. Today, we are all suffering it. You guys should stop these old men promotions. Even you, Mr. Mokri, you can do better than these old men who have lost the future. Esteron's tweeting from Elijah Ledger, one tweeting said, PMB will surely retire back to Dara. Nigerians mean well for him to retire. It is not a matter of say bye-bye, it's a matter of his well-being. Nigerians deserve the best hand to work and get things working again. I am 100% sure that H.E. Atiku is our next president. Elijah Ledger tweeting there. Yusuf Sali tweeting said, Obasanjo is not a true leader. He talked with his both mouths. Can he withdraw all he said about Atiku in his book, My Watch? We can't believe in him. He has a history of attacking sitting presidents. Yusuf Sali tweeting there. And Vice President Yemi Osinbajo is having a really difficult time defending his boss, President Muhammadu Buhari. He's saying that he's trying to defend the performance of President Buhari at the candidates event that was moderated by Kadiri Ahmed a couple of days ago. He is saying that Buhari is not an orator. Buhari has integrity, and that is really what matters. Let's go on and take a look at what exactly happened in that video you're about to watch. It was shared with us by Loretta Onoche, one of the media aides to the president. President Buhari is not an orator. My business law is oratory. Prof. Osinbajo. Me, we all have different skills, attributes, endowments, and yes, weaknesses too, given to us by God. No one has it all. But Buhari's God-given integrity makes up for what God didn't give him. Let's take a look at this video from the Vice President.
It's not an orator. My business is oratory. I'm a lawyer. The reason why you have a person like that is integrity. Simple. It's integrity. For the first time in Nigeria, you do not have people confident enough to say that I'm going to go and do a deal with Mr. President, and I'm going to make away with the country's resources. You don't have that. Part of the reason why so many people, so many of our forgotten elite are angry and anxious is because it doesn't deal lightly with the resources of this country. It doesn't. If you want to get an oil block, you want to get money, you want to do all of those sorts of things, you don't. That's not. We are no longer in that business. That is the reason why I'm very, very confident that if we have a man like that for another 4 years, our country will be much, much better because the resources will not be stolen. Let me tell you something. You know, if for those who saw his performance and the thing, some people said this and that, but listen to his interview on Arise TV. It was an interview where we were all able to answer the question, hear the questions well. I sat opposite the interviewer who interviewed us, Kadiri, and I was telling her repeatedly that the audience can hear you, but we can't hear you well. We couldn't hear her well because of the connectivity of her microphone and ours. I kept telling her, we can't hear you well. The audience can hear you. If you listen to the president's interview on Arise, you will see for yourself. Interviewers were there. Hear him, hear how he answered the questions. So I don't think that there is any problem with the president's health or anything. Yesterday was in 2 states campaigning. Listen to the campaign, watch it on YouTube. The man is as sane, as well, as fit, as healthy as...
Oh boy, can you beat that? The Vice President saying the President is hale and hearty, his feet is strong. Okay. From Black Pablo, we saw this tweet. Rubbish talk, integrity, BS. Resources that are being lost due to incompetence. 2.4 billion subsidy daily. Yet we still buy fuel at 147. Integrity, finish you there. From Black Pablo, we saw that tweet. From Ume Homa, tweeting said, I agree with Prof. Not everyone is gifted in oratory. We are all gifted in different ways. But your part about integrity makes you sound like a comedian. Ume Homa tweeting there, responding to the Vice President's video you just watched. Unjakwe is tweeting said, even Buhari will be annoyed if he sees this your tweet. How much technology do you use to tweet this? Can Baba define integrity in simple terms? What has oratory got to do with making a point or answering a question? Njakwe replying the Vice President, the new Niger Patriot tweeting said, Buhari has neither integrity nor oratory skills. You do not need to be an orator to tell us your plans for the country and what you have achieved so far. Communication skills are essential qualities for any good leader. Please, let's stop lowering the bar for the benefit of a few. New Niger Patriot tweeting. It's the season of political campaigns, and Kakaaki Social has been monitoring the campaign trail on Twitter. Let's go on and take a look at some of the developments from both the PDP and the APC lately. The BMC Buhari Media Center Borno tweeted this video with us, shared this video with us. President Muhammadu Buhari at the Ramat Square, Maiduguri, the venue of the APC presidential campaign rally. Let's take a look at this short video. Okay, and yesterday as well, the PDP presidential campaign was in Owerri, and Twitter user Onile050 shared this video with us. He said, "Video, it's time to send a message to Nigeria. The entire Nigeria," quoting, "the entire Nigeria is ready for a new president, a president that will address the Nigerian problem. They lie that Atiku can't go to America. He went and came back looking fresh and ready to rule," quoting Senate President Bukola Saraki yesterday. Let's take a look at this short video.
A message to Nigeria that the entire South, the entire Nigeria is ready for a new president. Are you ready for a new president? You are ready for a president to submit the war. You are ready for prevent jobs for the youth. See our candidate is looking fresh. They lie, say no people to America. You go and come back. You're looking fresh. You're looking fresh. He's ready to lead Nigeria because he has the capacity. He has said 40% for you. Do you see you to Buhari government? You see you for Buhari government? This man will bring just, you will look after the youth and you will unite Nigeria. You want Nigeria united? Who are you going to vote for? Who are you going to vote for?
Okay, let's take a trip to Instagram and see what is going on there. NSAS is back again in this video shared with us yesterday. A day after the IGP reversed his predecessor's ban on SARS, operatives announced their return in Ibadan. Let's take a look at this video and the comments that followed. Wow, SARS officials there brutalizing in Nigeria. And Doc14040 posting on Instablog Nigeria yesterday said, "How do I renounce my citizenship? I'm beginning to get really scared of the state of this country." Hype1814 said, "Your Excellency, sir, Prof. Oshibajo, can you see what we youths are facing? Yet you want our votes once more? You guys are jokers." I'm from Black Rolly. "Hope your guys enjoy the APC system. Hope your guys enjoy the APC system you are all supporting. And I never see something yet." And then one more comment there from Ologuni. "Nigeria is just a huge joke, really. Do these ranking officials in the police force actually think people lie about the brutality and inhumane way these SARS guys treat the citizens of the country? And nothing seems to be done to check their excesses. God help and heal Nigeria." And then also yesterday we saw this report. Soldiers accused of phone theft prevented from fleeing. 2 soldiers made their march today after they were accused of stealing the phone of a civilian in Ojuelegba, Lagos. It was gathered that when the suspects were confronted by passers-by, they resorted to attacking the accusers, who stood their ground and eventually found the missing phone with one of them. They were later reported to their colleagues at the Albati barracks. However, one of them tried fleeing on his bike but was chased down to Yaba and held till his colleagues whisked him to the barracks. Let's take a look at this video and some of the comments that followed. Okay, interesting report there. Larima Naturals posting said, "The uniform does not make them superhumans. We need to start standing up for our rights." Yes, so stand up for your rights, but please be careful. Soldiers can beat you up. Ifemi Newton posted said, "They should send these ones to fight Boko Haram. In fact, front line." And from Louis Dike, "The kind beating and drilling the soldiers go collect for barracks, they may consider leaving the military immediately." We hope Nigerian authorities, the police and the military, the Nigerian army, we hope they are watching and they will be taking the necessary action on these issues that we've seen this morning. This is where we draw the curtain this morning on Kakaaki Social. Please follow the conversation on all our various social media platforms at Kakaaki Social on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Kakaaki Social. I am Ohimaya Maize, your anchor on this segment. Handing you over back now to Utibe and Shola.
Thank you very much, Ohimai. Have a wonderful